Welcome back, Internet people. My name is Ryan, and today we are enjoying your comments set to Mother 3. Isn't that great? I think that's great. I'm like legitimately excited to get to show you Mother 3. Mother 3 is one of my probably, like, I would say, like top 5 games now that I'm thinking about it. And now that I've played it again, was giving it a shot again, and I didn't realize that the game is legitimate, like especially for a JRPG, which is what it is. A particularly grindy JRPG as well. It's super fun, super enjoyable, and I think we will have a fantastic time. Because it is so grindy, we are going to be cutting out every battle except for the first one. I think is probably a good idea. Sure. Yes. So, without further ado, look at me, not caring about anything. You gotta not care about stuff in this. You gotta pick the defaults. This game was voted on by Takobi and I don't remember, someone else. Bestro97 maybe? I don't remember. So yes, thumbs up. We are gonna play this game. It will be very enjoyable. I will talk over it. Welcome to the world of Mother 3. This intro is a bit long. I don't even think I finished. I didn't finish the first chapter in the first half hour, so the chapters are quite long, except for that one that's quite short. Game is split up, I think, in about 8 chapters or so. I don't know how long it's going to be if I cut out all the battles, but as you'll see in the video ahead, the game's pretty heavy with its with its cinematic usage. They really kind of take the art of this 2D platformer to like its limits, considering that this game was made probably past the end of a 2D platformer. I mean 2D JRPG. Anyway, so that's what I have to say. You know, the game can speak for itself. I'm gonna speak about some comments right now. Look at this dramatic music when nothing interesting is happening on the screen. Aunt P says, "Oh, well then. Oh to you too." Main Mind Move says that's such a happy ending in regards to Majora's Mask. No, it is such a happy ending. I don't have anything to say about that though. Oh, maybe I do. Majora's Mask's happy ending is very pleasing considering how incredibly dark the rest of the game is. I shouldn't say incredibly, I would say as dark as a game of that sort should be. Hey look! This is a game in which you wake up as a young child. That's something that always happens in JRPGs. How many? That is a trope, man. Chrono Trigger, like Earthbound and shiz. Let's see. You know what? Fuck comments. Let's just read TV tropes now. TV tropes. Wake up JRPG. What is it called? What do you think they called it? Good Morning Chrono. Examples in video games. Disgaea, Dragon Quest II, or Disgaea? I'm pronouncing that wrong. Tales of Fantasia, Tales of Fun, all the Tales of Kingdom Hearts, Link to the Past, Golden Sun. Oh my god. There are so many games where you start sleeping. I guess that's my point. Anyway. Darkwitness88 says, more Internet People videos with MP, please. Well, he was right there. I just read a comment from him. He said, oh. Do you want me to... Well, I guess we would need him doing the actual voice. I'll give it a shot. Channel, Flussence. Oh. How was that? Good? I hope you enjoyed it. Chemistry between you two is the stuff of legends. Yes, it is. The weird sexual chemistry. Oh, by the way, you talk to pigs in this. Oh, and the save points are frogs. Why are the save point frogs? I don't know. It's Mother 3. Random, man. Just so random. Hold up that spork. Takobi wrote a bunch of stuff. Where is your first comment? I'm looking. You make this very difficult. Oh, I guess we'll go with and. And that clip I forced you to watch was from a spy cam inside Dracula's dark room. Oh, for anyone, because it's been like a month since I've made one of these. I'm sorry about that, by the way. I feel really bad for not, you know, blathering in your ears. But making one of these videos has become a gigantic production. And I've decided, or I decided I needed a break, I think. But it's not so bad now, Because I've learned that it's a lot easier to record Mother 3. Mostly just because the game is less complicated, so it's less like, you know, fiddling with a Nintendo 64 emulator to get the Nintendo 64 emulator working. Just look at this, just blast this up, throw a filter on it to make it look a bit nicer, zoomed in, thumbs up, look at that. There's dragons on the screen. We're learning how to dash by dashing right into those fucking dragons and they're falling over. Dinosaurs. Dragon dinosaurs? I don't know. I knocked them over. I'm the best. But yeah, it was a giant production. I'm hoping it won't be a giant production to do these. But I guess we'll have to see. You know what? You know what? I did Majora's Mask 16 weeks in a row. Okay? And I just about 100% of that game, except for I don't know where I can't find one of the heart pieces. But whatever. Alright. Oh no, it's a mole cricket. I'm starting to think that the mole cricket is a recurring character, but I can't remember. Whoa, oh, wait. Listen to this. The battle music in this is like that's my favorite battle music song. This game, or how it kind of works the battles in this, it's kind of interesting. You tap your A button along with the beat of the music, and then you get extra hits. And the extra hits aren't like a whole lot. Like your first hit will be like 26 or whatever. Like you just saw it. The first hit's like, you know, 20 something, and then you know the next one's less powerful, and it just sort of keeps going like that. And you get up to 16. But the interesting thing is the battle music changes based on what you fight. So every enemy kind of has its own battle music. You know, obviously there aren't enough musics for every thing that you fight in this game. But it kind of adds that sort of element to fighting an enemy, where like not everything is just go over to it and hit it repeatedly. Oh, this one does poison at me. It kind of makes it like, oh, I like the music from that one because I can get the combo on it really easy, or whatever. And I don't know, it's a fun little thing that they made up. Mother 3 is great like that. It's just little fun things that they did. I think the best thing is probably just the dialogue. Your favorite food being omelets, if I remember right, isn't really a particularly important thing in this game, but they ham up that favorite food so much. Like, they use it in dialogue as much as they possibly can, in a way that they didn't use it in dialogue in Earthbound nearly as much. Earthbound is Mother 2. Mother 1, I never actually finished. Did it have favorite food? It might not even have favorite food. Anyway. Oh, look. Momly writing a letter. This letter scrolls by so goddamn slow. Anyway. The clip from the ending of Majora's Mask, that terrible Europop dance sensation Takobi was talking about. Anyway, Takobi says, in that clip I forced you to watch was from a spy cam inside Dracula's darkroom. Nope, it was, as I've written in my comments, Caesar, this year's entry from Romania for the Eurovision Song Contest. Not only did he manage to proceed to the finale, he finished 13th out of 26. Yes, Europe is irredeemably lost. Can you say Europe is irredeemably lost when Canada birthed Celine Dion, Nickelback, and Avril Lasagne? Because I mean, really. Oh, except I really like Avril Lasagne in the ads that she did for a phone. Or not a phone, a camera. There's just something about how she like picks up this camera and then a bunch of cameras just appear around her and they start taking pictures of her, and she just like starts getting like really happy that all these cameras are taking pictures of her, and she kind of does a little twirl and it's like, hey, look at me, I'm a person that has cameras taking pictures of me. Yeah, woo. And then that gets me inappropriately excited because I really like Avril Lasagne. Anyway, Jacoby continues to say, the cameras were showing because it was only a rehearsal and not the semi-final, let alone the final. I've chosen those clips because the Easter Eastern European entries often are particularly campy, but the Western ones are not far behind. This year, for example, had among others the cousin of 7 of 9 singing about how she wants to cram us with her love, together with a strong and suggestive BDSM iconography. I don't know how to say that word. Employed on stage and in her promo clip, the whole package looked almost like an endorsement for scatophilia. Oh man. Speaking of scatophilia, there has been a microwave dinner in the freezer at work called steamers. It is a beef dish. It's a big, thick hunks of brown beef sitting on some kind of vegetable. I think it's like rice and green beans. By the way, pigmen. Those aren't pigmen. That's not pigmen either. There's pigmen. There's some more pigmen. What we're looking at here are assholes. Just so everyone is aware. These guys are the enemy. They are pigmen. They are just blowing up everything. Why are they doing this? Who knows? Maybe we'll find out later. Steamers. What am I talking about? Scatophilia? Terrible music? Or am I just continuing to read Takobi's comment? I think I'm going to go with that. Stuck in a thick Norwegian accent, Takobi continues. This song finished 4th. Or France, who put a female on stage singing. I don't think you meant to say singing, but I hope that you did, because that's fantastic. Singing about revenge, but looking at sounding more like a 13-year-old girl throwing a temper tantrum because her favorite boy band disbanded. Oh man. When Avril Lasagna married a Nickelback man, Chad, I threw a fit. I threw a temper tantrum. Takobi continues. And Britain, who didn't shy away from costs or burdens and sent a top-secret expedition into the Valley of Undead Divas to unearth the mummy of Bonnie Tyler and revive her through semi-satanic rituals to perform on stage. Unfortunately, the vocal cords of that pop zombie were already rotten so badly that it almost sounded like a drunk dark elf singing death metal. Do I want to try and imitate a drunk dark elf singing death metal? No, I really don't. I originally tried to write you a brief description about the contest for today, but it got bloated more and more, spiraling out of control. A dozen paragraphs wouldn't have been enough for it. So if you still have a question about its regulations or its history, please look it up on Wikipedia. I'm going to guarantee you I won't do that, because I think I have been successfully exposed to enough of this terrible thing. Do you ever get that feeling? Like, you're just sitting there, and you're experiencing something. Gothic 3 is a good example of this. A little message appears on the screen every time you kill an enemy that says experience plus whatever. So you're getting this little note as if you're experiencing things as you go on. That's a joke. That's a joke that MP made once. What am I even saying? Anyway, and yes, Celine Dion did win the contest for Switzerland back in 1988. Proof? Oh, look, a video. Maybe we will pause this. Oh, Celine Dion. Celine Dion, you're a national treasure. I forgot how much I loved you. Oh, goodness. Let's get map from this guy. A map from Mapson. It's very important. I love how this game, just look at this. I love how this game handles giving you instructions. It just fills me with so much joy. It's like, oh, you need instructions on how to check your map. Do something R button-ish. Alright. Since we have run out of comments on Internet People episode 44, how did I go through all of those so quickly? I'm very impressed with myself. We're going to start going through comments on videos that are entirely unrelated. Let's see. Let's just have a look. I am entirely unprepared. Oh! Master333 SOS says on Let's Play LA Noire episode 27, Rockstar Games Social Club, the one in which I just complain about Rockstar Games Social Club being really shitty. He says, "Hi bro, you need to make a social club profile that will work. I made myself an offline account and it automatically just..." Oh, I guess I should actually go check the comment. And it automatically just jumped away from that screen, so there is your problem, BB. BB. Isn't that the sort of thing did you just call me baby? Let's check out this guy's profile. I would give you a link to it, but I'm too lazy. It's empty. Very nice. I'm glad that he decided to help. He posted something in Spanish on someone's video. Help on this video that I literally posted over 8 months ago. I appreciate that. I get a lot of that. It's a little bit weird. Also, we're praying at this altar. Just enjoy it. It's very pleasant. No, but I appreciate when people post help that I no longer need at all. Like on Let's Plays that I have finished. It's like, oh, how do you get through this? Is just you do this, this, and this. Okay, great. All right. What else is there? Kobe says on Let's Play Morrowind episode 25, magic in this game seems to be rather ineffective. Morrowind, this is. Did I mention that? Morrowind 25. Magic in this game seems to be rather ineffective. When magicians run out of mana like the oh-so-evil necromancer in this video, all that's left to do for them is entering into melee with their noodly mage arms, to earn nothing but laughter and face bombs. And in this game you seem to run out of mana fast, and the spells I've seen so far don't seem to be that effective. So is magic in this game underpowered? What do you think? That's actually a great question. I don't really like just the immersion of Morrowind kind of makes me not want to talk about Morrowind, like while I'm playing it. But there's lots of interesting mechanics. The problem about Morrowind is because of its age, it is, or I shouldn't say because of its age, just the way that it's designed. It's a bit of a. They didn't spend a whole heck of a lot of time balancing it, and there's reasons for that. But it's just a lot of really disparate and detailed mechanics that don't necessarily line up with each other very well, and some of them are more balanced than others. Like the more common ones are very balanced. However, magic is interesting. Magic in Morrowind is both gimped and ridiculously overpowered. It's gimped in that like mana supply is a big deal, like a really big deal. You don't it doesn't regenerate unless you sleep, or unless you take, and sometimes it doesn't even regenerate. Like the magic, or like my magic doesn't regenerate because I picked the Atronach Burst sign. But in the same sort of way, at the beginning of the game, pretty much every spell just one-shots everything, and it's ridiculous. Like that enchanted sword that I have. Oh, by the way, we're having a soak together. Oh God. But yeah, so Morrowind magic is overpowered in some ways, underpowered in other ways. Like any mechanic in Morrowind, if you find the ways to exploit it, it's really great. There's lots of stuff in Morrowind that's like that. Alchemy is the biggest one, and in that Morrowind Let's Play, I have fucking killed, I couldn't resist the temptation, because alchemy is literally the most broken mechanic in Morrowind, and I just couldn't keep myself from using it. I have 100 alchemy right now because it's super easy to get your alchemy to 100, which I did by going into the Aldorn Mages Guild, ruining one of the vendors. There's a method by which some vendors have objects that restock instantly. Those are usually boring stuff, like marshmallow and wickweed is the one that this particular vendor has, and they have 10 of them and they restock instantly. Great. What happens if you sell items to a vendor that restocks instantly? They will begin to restock infinitely more of that item. So what happens in Morrowind is you would buy you would buy 10, say, marshmallow and wheat, and then you would sell back those 10. It adds to that the 10 that they have restocked, and now they restock 20. So you buy the 20, and then go back, they're restocked 20. You sell your 20, they now have 40, and etc., etc., etc. Those vendors in my game have like 3,000. So as long as you have the gold to do it. Keep in mind that these are really low-cost alchemy reagents because all they do is restore health. They're not important. So these things cost like pennies. Like, they're so cheap, which is also a reason why they are super easy. Or like, that's also one of the other reasons that the alchemy system is totally like fucked. Like, it's so good. Anyway, so I did that. So my vendors have that much. Now, all I have to do is just get 3,000 things, or get the 3,000 marshmallows and wickweeds, and then I just sit there and I just make potions with them. I just open up the potion menu, and I just potion. My alchemy just goes up and up and up and up and up, and suddenly I have 100 alchemy. And because of that 100 alchemy, my restore health potions are now super powerful. I can beat anything, pretty much any challenge that I come across, I can easily defeat because I have potions that restore so quickly. Like in Morrowind, if you know, you could probably piece it together if you pay close attention. But in Morrowind, the restore health potions almost all happen over the course of a period of time, rather than, you know, just, you know, here's more health like in Oblivion. So my potions, you know, do whatever it is, you know, 30 health a second for, you know, 20 seconds. You know, if I down like 3 of these potions, all of a sudden, as long as the enemy can't one-shot me, I'm invincible to that enemy. Because my health will just regenerate back to full immediately after a hit. And I just couldn't resist. I really tried for so long, but I couldn't resist. Right now in that game, I'm fighting things I should not be fighting. Like, I'm going into places I should not be going at my level, because the way Morrowind's leveling system is designed, you should be spending more time. You should be spending time doing many different quests. Like, you shouldn't stick to one guild and do that guild from start to finish. There's almost always a point at which you're doing a guild, and then you hit a wall in which you get to a dungeon you can't defeat because you're not strong enough. And that just has to happen. Like, I should not be able to kill an Ash Ghoul at fucking level like 6. Like, that's not whatever. But the game is gimped now, and I am like destroying it because I have no willpower at all, which is kind of sad. Anyway, we're coming to the close of this video. Getting quite close. I really appreciate that you watch this. I really appreciate all these people, or all of you guys that have stuck around for so long and just watch like all these videos. It's still a little bit baffling to me that people do this, but you know, I guess I do this with people too, so I guess I kind of understand. In the last minute, let's find some fun comment to make fun of Pesho Picata on Let's Play Morrowind, or no, Let's Play Omicron episode 20. Said, "This is not a genuine Let's Play. You know already what to do. You read the walkthrough, so fuck you, fake bastard." I thought that was funny. But the icing on top of the cake, I would like to remind you that Omicron is a game where, at the beginning of it, I quite clearly said, hey, I've played this game before, I'm glad I get to show it to you. Right? Plus, who wants to watch someone just bumble around in a video game? Jesus Christ. Anyway, Pesho Vicata says, oh, and also, Omicron's an edited fucking Let's Play. Like, I edited out the poor edits, or the poor attempts. Okay, whatever. Anyway, cherry on the top, he said at the end of it, just add one extra comment, you are so fake. Anyway, again, thanks for watching. This video is now over. Goodbye.